Good morning, arriving yogis. It's Greg from Upward Spiral Yoga. It's Sunday Sacred Self-Care class. It's early yet. Welcome if you're joining on Zoom, the old-fashioned way, the new old-fashioned way, or the new-fashioned way, which is on the YouTube and the Facebook live stream. We spend the first 8 minutes in Shavasana, lying on the back, relaxing. So many friends usually stream in at the start. There's no rush. It's Sunday class. It's a nice bookend to the Saturday class we do, which is quite active. So relax, take a load off. The whole purpose, the whole intention, the whole prayer is to make that essential conscious contact with our innermost, the practice of peace. So welcome aboard. Nice deep breath. Wiggle your legs out a couple of times. Relax around your eyes. Welcome if you're just streaming in. Welcome if you are zooming in. We're just starting on the back, following our breath, kind of setting a tone for the hour we're going to spend together, just working on thoughts, ideas, principles, practices, movements, rituals around creating a greater alignment with self, true self, big self, cosmic self, spiritual self, energetic self, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter what you call it, as long as you connect with it. It doesn't mind what name it's called. Humans do. And you might consider moving your breathing down toward your belly button. Make a meditation out of the rise and the fall of your navel stem. Let our very complicated existences reduce down to the rise and the fall of your belly button. Relax, settle in, easy does it. It's a different kind of yoga class, very yin, very restorative, very quiet, except for the teacher. It's okay to relax. It's okay to put all the balls down that you're juggling. Let the plates you're spinning drop. Good. This is something we do every Sunday. We tap into our body, our soma. We breathe what we feel what we breathe. We allow whatever is exactly the felt state of existence to rise up and to feel into it, to breathe it, to allow it, to not resist it, to not evade it or postpone it, but to simply allow it. Feelings are one of the layers of our being, say the great yogis. So to move into the feelings, not for the purpose of staying there, but to move in and through is what we do. I like to simplify it by saying, breathe what you feel and feel what you breathe. You may notice your breath extending and becoming a little more deep and full as you connect your breathing to your feeling. You can go deeper into your belly, your diaphragm, your guts, the center, the core of your body. Most humans only use a very small percentage of their breath capacity, very small. Same with their brain, of course. If you breathe more, your brain works better. When your brain works better, you breathe more. We're just here to get a little healthier, happier, and connected together. About 2 more minutes before we have our official greeting. I'm not sure I've got a lot of movements better than this one, but I got a lot of movements similar to this one. Good. Can you accept exactly what you feel like at this phase of your existence, your eternal, ongoing, ever-present consciousness? This is its current state. Can you accept it and allow it to be? That's a great prayer. Universe, I accept exactly who I am and where I am and what I am right now. Will that stay the same? Of course not. It will evolve and grow and advance and uplift, but accepting is the key. Good. Now, the biggest, deepest inhale of your whole life, incorporating everything that you're feeling, experiencing, sensing. Inhale, inhale. And exhale, let it all go. Just empty out, pull the plug. Be a calm and empty soul for a few moments, for many moments, in fact. Feel how good it is just to be empty. Empty does not mean empty of experience. It just means empty of all the stuff, causes and conditions, people, places, and things, all the seductions and turbulence of the world. To empty out of that as much as we can. So healing. If we don't do it, it all accumulates, it backs up, it begins to bang in. We get restless, irritable, and discontent. Other people get in our way. We get in their way. Struggle ensues. The world is so filled with that right now, collectively and individually. One person getting peaceful can counteract all that. Good. Wiggle your fingers and toes, circulate extra super feel good around your body. Lots and lots of it. And then arms up to the ceiling, lace your hands, stretch your arms up over your head, point your toes forward. If you kind of stretch and writhe a little bit, you'll get that first thing in the morning, stretchy, euphoric feeling. It's God's way of tricking us into stretching at least once a day. You get all endorphin-y, big goofy grin on your face as if something wonderful is coming your way. Your ship is coming in. In fact, it's been in for a while. We should go out to meet it. Stretch a little more. Good. Draw your knees in. Give yourself a hug. Roll around on your back like intoxicated turtles. Start being unusually happy for no apparent reason. It's the greatest gift in the universe to be blissful just for the quality of being itself. It's a very well-kept secret. I don't want it to be secret anymore. Okay, apply hands to your bottom and then let's roll up and let's do something, so to speak. So one of the first things we'll do is we'll greet one another with arms up saying, hello, happy Sunday, beautiful friends. March 20th, we're moving into spring, aren't we? Welcome to my loyal, trusty friends who've been sticking with me for over 2 years on Zoom, and the whole new paradigm opening up with YouTube and Facebook, where we live stream. So this older dog is learning new tricks and finding new ways to carry the message. What's my message? That within you, the very person listening, there is a source of glory, of wonder, of peace, and of joy, and of love beyond any worldly measure. And yoga is the art and science of connecting with that. And you can go your whole life and never know it's there, or you can go your whole life and practice it every single day and enjoy that. So every human is at the fork of the road of their own life. So we'll do about 50 more minutes of movement, of prayer, of chanting, of meditation, of restorative. Drop your chin, close your eyes. Just be peaceful with me for a moment. You're probably pulling your shoulders up. You're trying to arrange details and logistics and plans and schemes, and you got to herd cats into particular patterns, and it's not easy. So let the manager of the universe take care of things. If you don't believe in a manager of the universe, what do you believe in? Relax the expression on your face. Sometimes humans actually use their facial expressions to try to influence other people. At the extreme end of the spectrum, those are called histrionics. So if you engage histrionics to influence people, relax your face all over the place. If you're waiting for the class to get more interesting and more creative and more wonderful, don't worry. You should see what I have up my sleeves. I'm the greatest yoga teacher that's ever lived, that's ever been on the planet, except for the teachers who are greater and better than I am. So I'm just another bozo on the bus. Honk, honk. Relax, or in the words of the great yoga sage, Elmer Fudananda, relax, relax. Let the bliss come in. Let down the wall of your own mind, your own ego, and the tide just rushes in. Now, today's prayer, affirmation, invocation, intention, depending on where you come at from the spiritual angle, is God, love, source, being, infinite higher organizing principle, IHOP for short. Bless us with ideal, optimal movements, sequences, ideas, concepts, breaths that enable each and every one of us individually and collectively to make that essential contact. Amen. Shoulders, 1, 2. So I consider the body to be a big clump of congealed energy. And so a lot of people are walking around in big clumps of coal. They're all crunchy and congealed. Yoga kind of breaks that up. Other way with your shoulders. Maybe they don't go both ways no more. Everyone's welcome under my tent of yoga. It's intense in here. 4, By the way, I suffer from the disease of punning. And so I've been to many clinics for it and there's no hope. So just have mercy on me. 7, 8. I went to the mayonnaise clinic in Minnesota. It did no good. Inhale. Now place your fingertips together above your head in a prayer pyramid. If your friends saw this, they'd be giggling. They'd be going, hey, there's our spiritual friend doing that unicorn rainbow stuff. You'd be embarrassed, but they're probably not on the call. Of course, they're jealous of your peace and your happiness and your unshakable countenance and disposition in the face of any trial and tribulation. Nothing's better than to have your friends be jealous of you. And release out. Now we're going to do 4 poofs together. If you haven't poofed with me before, where have you been? Up your back, behind your neck. We don't need evidence. We need poof. Soon there will be billions of people on this call as it sweeps the planet. They'll barely fit on the internet. Poof. And you'll say, I was hanging with Greg when he was just teaching from his living room in Pleasant Hill. Poof. One more poof, because I need a lot of poof in my life. Poof. Good. Now switch the cross of your under units, AKA your gams, your pins, your sticks. Pull back on your hi, how you doings. They get jammed up down there. Okay, now drop your chin. Take your pumpkin around 6 times. 1, 2, 3. Relax your shoulders, cool your jets. If you're thinking about your biggest problem, that's why it's your biggest problem, because you never stop thinking about it. Other way, 1. Well, no, I have to think about my problems because that's what solves them. That is so funny. My thinking solves my problems. Nope. It's actually your thinking that causes problems. Mine, indeed. Thinking is putting gasoline on fire. Let go of thinking, they solve themselves. And relax your head down, close your eyes, bring your breathing to the back of your throat. That's called ujjayi breathing in yoga speak. You make a little throaty, whispery seashell sound at the back of your throat. This calms your countenance. It relaxes your disposition. Eyes are soft, no facial expression, no histrionics, no convincing crazy family members by using your facial expression. This is it, you guys. This is as good as it gets. It's waiting for Godot yoga, but we'll do cartwheels and backflips psychically in a few minutes. Okie doke. Now, we're already seated, and just tilt your upper body forward. Pretty simple language, isn't it? Some people can scarcely come forward. They're as tight as boiled owls. It's a technical term. Some people can clamshell all the way down. They never couldn't. So the people who are more flexible always get into heaven faster than the stiff people. That's a lie. So don't be reading too much yoga magazine, because they'll convince you that if you can do the wacky poses that you are somehow above the rest. From your fingertips, inhale, look forward. Exhale, relax down. Now I'm all for flexibility and remarkable, spectacular range of motion, but it's the effect of our yoga, not the cause of it. Let your shoulder blades spread apart. Relax around your neck. If thoughts come in one ear, just watch them float to the other side of the sky like clouds in this springtime, just dancing across the sky. Don't reach up and grab them. You can't stop thinking, but you can stop getting stuck in it. Inhale, come up, yogis. I call you yogis. A yogi is not necessarily a person born in India that does yoga movements. It's anybody who seeks. Come on down after crossing your legs. Now, from your fingertips, elongate your spine, which is your antenna to God. Look forward to your bright future. Exhale, dweepen, Dweepeen, dweepen down. Now move your head around like a person who's moving their head around. Shake your shag, dip your dew, lose your marbles. They're old, tired marbles. Time for a new set. A lot of this class is peeling off the old patterns of perception, taking off the glasses that shape the world and considering a new pair. Good. Now come in one paw print. That's a scientific measurement. And walk your paws over to the right. If you go all the way around your body, then you're too flexible. Inhale, long spine. Exhale over your right leg. These are quiet yin movements. You know, yin and yang. Americans say yin and yang. Yogis say yin and yang. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do, just this very moment, seemingly so insufficient most of the time, but filled with potential. Inhale. On outhale, saunter your paws over to the other side like you're playing Twister. And if you want to put your right hand on top of your left, that just means you're a little bendier than average bears. Average bears can have your paws separated. Your right bum might lift a little bit. That's natural. So relax it down. If you're kind of a stiff person, you tend to hunch your shoulders forward because it's the only range of motion that's left. So relax your shoulders and let the rest of your body join in the fun. Relax. Everything's going to be okay. Everything that you're working on, struggling, trying to make happen is already done. You're just helping it along. Let God be God. Let you be you. Work at your current pay grade. Walk your paws back to the center. And a rise up, yogis. It's an uprising. Okay, where were we? Oh, yeah, we were right here, right now. Take your right fingertips onto the back left corner of your skull. Now, I was born with a square head, so I do have a corner. And just tilt your head to the right. Drop your chin. Don't pull really hard because then you'll be stuck here for the rest of your life. And people will say, what happened to Wally? His head stuck. So relax your head. Relax your neck, drop your chin, heavy shoulders, relax your mouth. Today is the day of relaxing your mouth and your facial expression. Sometimes the bliss just comes gushing in like a SWAT team to rescue you. Like a thief in the night, it says in the scripture. Good. Now click your head back up. For me, it's 3 clicks. Soft left fingertips, back right corner of your noggin, and the situation tilts. And your range of motion is different than mine. Now, if you could relax your shoulders simultaneous, like the whole situation would be less of a situation. Drop your chin. If drool runs out of your mouth, you get extra super bonus points. People don't drool enough, in my opinion. When do animals drool? When something really tasty is coming. You may not know this, Pavlov actually had a bunch of cats, but they wouldn't put up with the wait. They just got the food instantly anyway. Good, now click your head back up. Usually it's like 3 clicks. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. All right, now from here, I've run out of movements. Thanks for coming. From here, we'll inhale up and we'll exhale out. That was clever. That's called what I do when I panic and can't think of the next thing to do. Now, arms forward and palms up and pull in and scrape your sides. And you might ask, well, what's the purpose of this movement? And I would say the purpose of this movement is so that you quit trying to figure everything out. Have you ever really figured anything out? Pull in and scrape. And around to the front. This is called Bodhaka. It's synthesized movements of shoulders. Good, now pause with your paws at your side. Palms soft and open. Drop your chin, close your eyes. Be unusually happy for no apparent reason. Makes your friends so mad that you're happy for no reason. They come pulling into their driveway with a brand new boat, and you're like sitting there being happier than they are. That's a piss off. Good, now go forward with your paws. Extend out to hug the world. Now this is called internal rotation. You go way back and you brush your kidneys at least once a day. Circle back. Now this is angels in training. It gets your wings open and pretty soon many people will fit underneath your wings. Go back. Many people already do. Think how important you are to so many people. Inhale up. Fingertips together. That's a form of energetic prayer to bring your fingertips together. Now in a moment, we're going to chant Om, long and extended. I chant Om for a long time because I was born with an extra lung. It's really weird, but just extend for a long time. It helps build calm and confidence. Big inhale. Oh, put the red sea back together. Oh, connect head, hands, and heart in peace, reverence, sacred, holy. I'm just trying to coax into remembrance that which we already know. Okay, lace thy paws, push them skyward. Good, now we're gonna, this is called, technical term, this is called wobbling on your behind, when you just kind of go side to side and you get your happy on, you release endogenous morphines, serotonin and dopamines. Why do you think they call it dopamines? Good, then knuckles on your head, close your eyes, be perfectly still. Be still and know that you're, you know who. Good, now push paws up, turn right, left hand, right knee, right arm around behind you. Now look behind you to see who's catching up. Now, with your torso still going to the right, turn the other cheek, turn your face to the left while your torso is going to the right. See what I did there? I included scripture in yoga. I said, turn the other cheek to the left. That phrase doesn't mean turn your face to accept another blow. It could mean that, but the deeper meaning is just turn your face and your attention away from trouble, difficulty, enemies, dilemmas, and watch them disappear. The more you look at something, the bigger it gets. It's the hardest spiritual lesson of all of them. The more you stare at something, the bigger it magnifies. So we turn the other cheek and we look elsewhere. Problems disappear, solutions appear. Good, release out of that. Good job. Switch to cross. Place one finger over the weird feeling way. Push paw units up. Then really extend up. I'm going full Gumby pokey mode here. Stretching my arms way up. Now, in my conversations with many people, lots of life coaching, I've discovered people are in one of two camps, Gumby or pokey. Which camp are you in? Good, knuckles on your head to cool off the shoulder situation. Inhale, push up skyward, push buns down. Extra turn left, extra turn left. Right hand, left knee, left arm behind you. Now look behind you at all of your pasts chasing you and all those traumas and dilemmas and narrative that you've developed about who you think you are. Now turn the other cheek to the right and quit looking at that stuff. You can look at it from time to time. Definitely hire a $450 an hour therapist and try to hash it all out. Only takes about 60 years, but you could just turn and look in the other direction and enjoy the future instead. Somebody new had joined the Zoom call, but had listened so far and said, nah, nope. And release. Good. If your class is for everybody, then your class is for nobody. Hands at your heart. Let's chant Om together, and then we'll do some different movements. Big inhale. Peace on earth, goodwill to sea lions. Good job. Now from here, one more cross. We have to work on these hands things. So just move your hands around like a belly dancer. Other way. Lace them up and roll them around in front of your face. Make them go all over the place. Other way. Shake away icky, painful patterns of perception. Flippy flops. You just won the lottery and you're telling your friends, and your friends are listening, just waiting for you to shut up so they can ask you for a bunch of cash really fast. If you had a friend that won like $360 million in the lottery, how much would you listen before it was like, excuse me, cup your hands at your heart, drop your chin. Winning the lottery is renowned for ruining more lives than improving them. Obviously. Good, now extend your legs out. Lace your toes together, just kidding. Now stretch your toes really wide. Toes don't get stretched enough. They're crammed in designer shoes all day long. Push up. Don't worry, we're going to do extra restorative in a couple minutes. We're going to get out the blankets and the bolsters and the air mattresses and the everything. Trust me, he said. Paws down, feet in, and bottoms up. Oh God, this is all the back bend regular humans have to do. You just got to stretch up, once a day or so, lift up. You don't have to do it all day long. That would be silly and terribly unproductive. Unless your job was to be a table in somebody's house, then you'd have to do it. Now, sink down, yogis. Now, I've been talking a lot, so I have to hydrate my esophagus real quick. Hold on. You can have a sip too if you want. In the drink of life, take big gulps. On your back, kids. Ah, yay, on our back. So many good things happen when you're on your back. Widen your knees, grab your big toes, and rock and roll with me. Knee to knee, if both knees are already down, you don't need to rock no more, you're hypermobile. But most of us can't get both the knees down simultaneous. You could when you were a bambino, no problem. Then adulthood struck. Good, now pause in the middle, lift up your head. Now, sometimes you just need a different angle on life. So this is different. And you're reframing. See your frame here? You're reframing your life. You're looking out over the plains. If you lift up really high, I can see Baja California, Eiffel Tower, Hawaii. I'm fine, thank you. And rest your head down, straighten your legs or not. Good, lift up your head, release your feet, they float up like helium. Head down. Now just widen out a little bit, maybe to a 90-degree angle. Get out your protractors. Circulate your ankles around. Stir organic almond butter with your feet. Yeah, baby. Other way. I am a crazy person for nut butters. Okay, and we will roll up because it's not a Saturday class, it's a Sunday class. By the way, I'm going on retreat with many good friends, some of whom are on the call. So that'll be fun. We're going also in October, so rub the middle center bottom of your foot. That's called a non sequitur. I said, we're going on retreat again in October, rub the middle center bottom of your foot. It's non sequitur Sunday, massage your feet. October in Sonoma. Ho ho. Yoga's pretty good. The food is out of this world, literally. Wag your knees. If you do this fast enough, you can levitate, but not that fast. Hey, some more friends have joined. It's great to have you on board. We gained 2 for the people that panicked and left. Okay, now we're going to start moving into some quieter, more peaceful movements. So I'm going to wear my, just kidding. Get out a puffy. This is called a puffy. It's also known as a bolster. If you don't have one, too bad for you, because they're available on the interwebs. You could buy one at any moment and have it delivered. Golly, on Amazon, you could have it by later today. You probably could have it during class. Amazon has instant delivery where it materializes in front of your face. That's for the Prime members. Good. Now, do your elbows hit the bolster? Are you a stiffy? It's okay in my class because my class is for everybody. If you're a hyper stiffy, then you could just have 2 puffies on top. But what I'm looking for is pulling it all the way in and being able to kind of waddle your bum back and make prayer mitts at your forehead and just relax and let your hands melt into your head. No thinking aloud. There's a big sign up on the wall. Let's do feeling prayers, visceral prayers, prayers of feeling, of intention, of imagination, not necessarily verbal prayers. If you want love, feel love. If you want abundance, feel abundance. If you want, what do you want? If you want harmony, feel harmonious. If you want meaning and purpose, feel meaning and purpose. A lot of prayer and it's okay. A lot of prayer comes from a sense of absence. So I'm going to pray to fill in the absence of something, and that's okay. All prayer is good. But praying from the sense of presence, the faith that it already is to some degree, is very powerful prayer. Peace is a practice. You have to practice peace to get good at it, just like anything else that you're good at. If you're a good cook, if you're a good violin player, if you're a good nuclear physicist, if you're a good anything, you practiced it. People that don't practice peace tend to be a little shaky at it. Good, beautiful yogis. Very nice practice of peace. Good job. It's odd to think of peace as a practice, isn't it? But it really is. It's a groove that we build in your mind. Okay, now extend your left leg out. Put your righty ankle over the top. Fold your lefty shin in. If you're tight in your flanks, your knee is up. It has a hard time dropping, but that's okay. Now, what we're going to do from here is I can easily lay on my back with nothing behind me, but I'd rather relax a little bit and put one of my puffies behind me. And I've got a banky for my head. You can watch me go into the pose if that's of any interest, but I'm just going to leave my legs in box pose, and I'm going to relax back, and then I'm going to plump my head a little and just lay here and let my bones settle. Now you decide how much you need behind you. 0, 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things. If you lean back and your knees come up and you feels like your kidneys are being squeezed to death, then you should have more stuff underneath you, because we want our kidneys to relax and our adrenals, the things that squirt out cortisol that makes you want to run people over when you're driving. You just want to relax your cortisol. And if your chin is higher than your nose, if you drooled, you drown. So make sure there's a little something underneath your head so that your neck and kidneys, the 2 inward curves of your spine, are relaxing. If you fall asleep, I'll wake you up. If you're already asleep, wake up. Your arms go where your arms go. It's a very disarming pose. And those big bones of your legs, your lemur bones, relax. Your tibia and your fibia, your dyslexia bones relax in your legs. Your tongue relaxes, and you go to a wonderful place that I like. It's called Catatonia. It's right next to Estonia. And relax. It's where cats go to relax. We might be in this pose for the rest of the day. Who cares? This is you day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you day. See, this pose goes in layer after layer, and you get through one little layer of tension, and then you find another geologic strata within your being that go back literally eons. It's like if you ever look at the side of the Grand Canyon, there's all those different layers representing millions of years of emotional accretion. And you start to get really spacey and dreamy and drifty. It's called theta brainwave state. It's that state between sleep and waking up, that kind of dreamy, drifty, archetypal clocks melting off the side of tables kind of place. Hello, Dolly. And then you start to get all unusually, abnormally happy for no reason. And it's like, why would you want to interrupt that? Well, because I have to be busy all the time and always be accomplishing things. How far has that gotten you? Just accept the happiness that is right here, right now, just waiting, kind of knocking on the windows, wanting to come in. Good. Now stay where you is, but extend your arms up to the ceiling as if you're hugging God. Then grab your elbows and then drift your elbows back over your head. And now you're a rectangle. See what I mean? Your knees and your elbows are the corners of a rectangle. Are you a rectangle or a rectangle? Now these big bones are leveraging you all different ways. I'm Torquemada, you're Spanish Inquisition. You're just enjoying the feel goods of it. Good. Now extend your arms straight up to the ceiling again and let your arms drape across your chest as if you're giving yourself a big hearty hug because you love yourself so many times. This is a lot of long bone work. I've actually forgotten the name of the long bones of the body. I'll forget to look it up later. I've reached the point of yoga where I've forgotten way more than what I know. Okay, now hands down by the side of your body and peel yourself up out of this predicament rather slowly because it leaves a dent. Some poses leave an impression, other poses leave a dent. Welcome back. Good to see you. What time is it? I've got the new Eckhart Tolle Apple Watch. It just flashes now over and over and over again. Take your right hand and grab your right shin. Crankadelic your ankle around. And then otra dirección, por favor. Mi español muy, muy mejor. Getting better every day. Good job. Now, from here, we're going to counterpose, I suppose, by putting as many blocks as you need. And now the whole thing that folded back is going to fold forward. But don't struggle to bring your forehead down. Build up enough of an edifice to yourself such that you can relax your head down without strain or struggle. Nothing wrong with strain or struggle. It's half the fun of life, obviously, but just something so that you can relax with equal balance between your engine and your caboose. Woo woo. Relax. Don't think nothing. Don't think nothing of it. In my book club, I've gone from Huck Finn to Pride and Prejudice, and that's like driving a train 100 miles an hour in one direction and instantly going 100 miles an hour in the other direction. Some of the contents get jumbled a bit. Now, feeling prayers can just be constant. When Jesus said, pray ceaselessly, did he mean get down on your knees and write soliloquies to God all the time? Probably not, especially if you're one of my Hebrew friends. But you can pray ceaselessly in terms of an inner felt connection, an open mic relationship with God. Arise up, my beautiful friends. Now, take your opposable thumbs. Dolphins are hella jealous of these things. Take your thumbnail underneath your big toe metatarsal and dig into that spicy, provocative, peppery place. Provocative, peppery place, Pepperidge Farm. Good, now push in really hard so you kind of go yikes. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes. This is Kashipra. It's the Ayurvedic point of vision so that you can see above the obstacles, and without vision, the people perish. Now chant Om, feeling this spicy, provocative, peppery sensation. Inhale. Belt it out, kids. Ethel Murmanasana. Good job. Very nice. Now extract your thumbs from your feet. Extend your right leg out. Put lefty unit over the top. Fold righty shin under. And again, if your knee is way up, boy, do you need this. You're tight in your flanks. And then from hither, gather up however many rosebuds you need behind you, 0, 1, 2, or 3, and lay or lie back, depending on your grammar. Back you go. I tried to get that new internet program called Grammarly to work on my grammar, but I can't spell grammar, so I couldn't even find it. On your back, just enough humor to keep you suffering along for the ride. Relax. Remember, no crunchy kidneys, no crispy neck. So enough lift of your head and your heart such that your kidneys and neck can relax. Arms now are at the side of your body. Big, long bones of your body relax. Your eyes roll back like you're just pulling into catatonia in a catamaran. Get in a Cadillac. Relax. You're feeling very, very sleepy. That dreamy, drifty, archetypal Carl Jungian place starts to float through your mind. Images, poodles wearing tutus, riding unicycles, balanced on top of the Eiffel Tower. Where did that image come from? Your jaw relaxes and you're like a pit bull that's been attached to somebody's Achilles tendon and you realize it's not working, so you just let go. Everybody's happier. Now, arms up to grab God, grab your elbows the weird feeling way, drift them over your head to be a rectangle. Knees and the elbows are the knees of your arms, the knees are the elbows of your legs. Let them relax. Extra super squishy, soft kidneys, intestines relax. Both of your gallbladders, both of your spleens. Lucy, you got some spleening to do. Relax your spleen. The ancients thought that the spleen held anger, so relax your spleens. Who knows? Maybe they're right. Couple more moments as the extra super relaxation kicks in. You're thinking, well, forgive me, God, for just holding out all this bliss ready to come in, thinking that I had to arrange the world perfectly in order to be happy. God goes, you're forgiven. I just keep sending the signal all the time. Good. Now, arms down by the side of your body. And then help yourself up out of this predicament. Half of yoga is getting yourself up out of predicaments, because it's not getting in predicaments that's important. It's the skill of extricating yourself from predicaments skillfully. Okay, then we sat back up together, did we? Then they put sufficient number of Stonehenges in front of them. Do you know modern scientists still can't figure out how they did Stonehenge? And come on down. I mean, get together with your friends and move 100-ton rocks around and build it's like, I couldn't do that, not on a bet. My friends certainly would not participate either. And dudes and chicks 10,000 years ago built that thing. We think we're so much more advanced than ancient people. We're so silly. Yeah, we've got iPhones, but are we really any closer to the truth? ancients had this beautiful concept that the whole world was alive, all of it was living, and we were part of it. Modern man has decided it's a material universe and we're small little organisms in a big, empty, mechanistic void. And that sure leads to existential happiness. The whole world is alive. You're alive. You're a leaf on a beautiful, beautiful plant. And come up, my beautiful leaves. Come on up. When we all realize we're extensions of the very same plant, then it's less likely we're going to try to kill other parts of ourselves. Take your thumbs into the middle center bottom of your foot, puncture precipitously, go deep. Ouch. The borderline in our brain between pleasure and pain is it's a very narrow little highway. So push in. Now take that feeling and extend it, express it into a long, boisterous, expressive Om. Inhale. Oh. The longer you practice chanting Om, it's like giving Barbie or Ken a longer string on their back and like that. All right, now I'm going to do something unusuals with you today. We're going to switch the cross to comfy. Now I am going to challenge you a little bit. It's 12:05, and when we're done with this part, I'll put you into a seriously relaxing pose for the end. But just stack your spine up, relax your shoulders, level your chin, close your eyes, and bring your attention to your third eye. Well, you've all seen it. It's that eye that's right in the middle of your forehead. It's on the dollar bill. It's floating above the pyramid. Now, this is the center of imagination, visualization. And I'd like for you to spend about 2 minutes visualizing a glorious scenario for yourself, for your life, for your mission, for your purpose. So imagination is our greatest faculty. So close your eyes. Now, don't struggle with it. If you have a hard time seeing, maybe it's more feeling, but see and feel and taste and touch and smell a beautiful thing that you could be, do, and have. Add color, add soundtrack, add beautiful costumes, have just the right players, and feel the feeling of yourself doing and having and being that. See the influence it has around you, and 2 minutes of practicing visualization. Be easy with it. Good. Now breathe like you'd be breathing if you were being, doing, and having that. Breathe that feeling into your body. There's a breath that associates with that beautiful image, visualization, imagination. Be caught up in the uplift, the rapture, the drawing up of it. Feel it percolate through your nervous system. Now wiggle your fingers and toes and just say, thank you, universe. It's already done and it's on the way in ways beyond I can ever imagine. And if my visualization is not as good as your visualization, I'll gladly exchange the good for the better. Thank God that it's on the way. You might feel goose flesh and energy running through your spine as you practice the greatest of all human faculties, imagination. Good. Now, completely relax and let it go. Push the send button. Your job is not to make that happen. Your job is to align, allow, and to accept it. You do you. Let God do God. And just feel gratitude for exactly where you're at and that you're on the path toward that wonderful thing. It's good now and getting better. Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful mantra? It's good now and always getting better. And in your own way, thank your own HP, your own higher power. Where you are now is the visualization of eons in the past. And isn't it good? Isn't it good? Okay, now to finish, I am going to move some of the accoutrement out of the way. I'm going to invite in a couch, an ottoman, a chair, a bolster, a thing. And I'm going to park my knees up over the top of my recliner, if I'm so reclined. I'm going to lax back, and I'm going to put a blanket underneath my sacrum. Sacrum is the triangle-shaped bone at the base of your spine, or that's where it should be. Sacrum, from the Latin, same Latin root word as sacred. Arms out. I got a little something underneath my head, and we're going full vegetable for 5 minutes. I'm now in a plant-based relationship with myself. Relax your mouth. Relax your nose. Release your toes. Now, when you relax, the river, the large river, the Mississippi, carries you easily downstream to the heart's desire, the greatest visualization, what you just imagined. You're just floating downstream. Do you have to paddle? You can if it's fun. Just don't paddle upstream, because then you'll get paddled by reality. Or if you want, or if you don't want, either or. Pose starts now. Leave your body, float up out of your mortal coil. The more you relax, the more you can feel that ever present, always moving current, the great river of life that so many world scriptures speak of, the central river of the world. And it's always flowing to the ocean, and it's always going in the direction of love. And as you're floating downstream, you can see the other silly people paddling upstream as hard as they can, being paddled by life, and you're just suggesting that they go downstream. Now, a lot of us are still way upstream where there are rapids and waterfalls and such. That's okay. That's what rivers do when they're kind of new. So when you go over the rapids or you're crashing over the rocks and your kayak is turned upside down and it seems all is lost, you just surrender and let go, and the water corrects you and turns you back upside right. Good. This is the point in the Sunday practice where you can invite God, love, source, being, goddess, infinite, Krishna, Buddha thing in. You can say something like, God, I invite my little river to join with your infinite one. Guide me to the center of the strong, smooth, flowing current. Good. And if you prayed that little prayer with me, wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate extra, extra super feel God through yourself. It's God and getting better all the time. Nice deep breath. Back in your meat vehicle, honk, honk. Draw your knees in, curl onto your right side. Knit one, curl two onto your right. Love all over yourself. Your body is your kayak that you're enjoying going downstream with, and you've worn many of them. Love this one, it's unique. You won't always have this one, so love it. Good. Now we'll eyes closed, sit up together, holding the delicious countenance together. With our eyes closed, we feel very vibrationally one, very connected. We're one, but we're not one and the same. Isn't that a beautiful way of designing a universe? We're one, but we're not one and the same. Hands to the heart, head bows. Glory, praise, and worship to the infinite one that brings us all together. I do not stand in my own light. And all together, the mighty Sunday yogis, we all say, Namaste. Namaste, you guys. Namaste. Have a namaste. Thanks for joining. What a nice turnout. I love the Sunday thing. Invite your friends. All we do is get together and get into the cosmic groove. You're beautiful souls. And we would never, ever end Sunday without going gallery view and having a pixelated, hi, how you doing thing. So if you want to turn your camera on, you're welcome to. I'm going to shift over to my FaceTime. Whew, you guys, my 3% is swimming. I'm up to almost 4% of my brain now. And we're going to say hi to Linda. Hello, Linda. So good to see you. Your smile has launched 1,000 ships. Yes, it has. There's my sister Kate. We're going on retreat this week. Retreat. Yay. Hi, sweet sister. I recognize that yoga blanket. Yes, I do. Beckstar. Yay. Becca is 27 years old, and she is 27 years old, and she's kicking buns. And there's Priya. Hello, Priya. It's nice to have you on board. Hello, dearest. And then there's a beautiful doggy wearing oh, nope, there's Anne. Hi, Anne. Nice to see you. That is some enthusiastic hair. I love that about you. Your hair says, I am lively. And Adele, nice to have you on board. You guys are beautiful people. Thank God there's no men in class because, man, I just don't know about those guys. It's great to hang out with the ladies. You all have a beautiful day now, and I'll see you. I'll see you. I will see you. I'm always with you. All right. Have a beautiful day. See you next time.